Hello everybody, I am Fasha. Welcome to another Digimon lore video, and we're going to continue talking about Project Ark, Program X, the X Antibody, and this time we're continuing on talking about the digital hazards involvement. Now in the previous video we talked about the events that occurred during the Digimon Evolution X Digimon Chronicles era, in which the X Antibody was distributed and Program X was enacted by Yggdrasil. And this was all part of Project Ark. These events would lead to Omnimon X deleting the core of Yggdrasil. This would allow for Yggdrasil to take the freeform data of the digital world and all of its inhabitants, reforming and preserving the old digital world, creating the digital frontier, and the new digital world for the new generation of Digimon to inhabit. This new world will be inhabited by the X-form Digimon as well as the next generation of Digimon. But the destabilization of the digital world through the deletion of Yggdrasil's core was part of the digital hazard's greater plan, as these events would destabilize the seal on the digital hazard's greatest minion, Lucemon, which would spurn the events of Digimon Frontier. And in the end of the events of Digimon Frontier, Lucemon would be defeated and would be returned to a Digitama. This was done in hopes of having Yggdrasil be reborn without the digital hazard's influence. But unbeknownst to those involved in these events, these were all part of the digital hazard's plan. For even the prophecies of ancient Wisemon that led to the creation of the spirit Digidestin were not enough to see beyond the shroud of darkness of the digital hazard. For Lucemon would indeed be reborn, but reborn as a greater tool of the digital hazard. He himself would gain the X Antibody and distribute it to the other members of the 7 demon lords of the digital world, each one gaining a powerful X form, which would allow for the completion of the project that created the Gate of 7 Sins, allowing for the birth of the digital hazard's greatest weapon, Agudamon X. But this would allow for the rise of a hero that was also prophesied by ancient Wisemon, the 13th member of the Royal Knights, and the most powerful Digimon to ever exist, only rivaled by Xede Millenniumon, the most terrifying Digimon to ever exist. Thank you for joining me for another Digimon lore video, and in the next video we'll conclude this series on the X Antibody.